When you're styling your space and using texture, think about using it as your accent. Accent doesn't necessarily always have to be with color. It can be with textures as well. And throughout the show, we've talked about things from the wall, down to a case good, down to a furniture piece with fabric, and now down to the floor with your rug. So utilizing texture as the accent, repeating that element throughout a room helps your eye draw from one item to the next. This rug is a great example of texture and would be beautiful in a smaller space. It has great creams, almost an oatmeal-y color. It's warm without going too yellow. It has bands of a tighter pile in it of grays and hints of a blue-gray. So it has those warm elements as well as cool. It adds great pattern as well, not just with the texture of the pile, but adding the element of texture through the patterns of these geometric shapes going on in the higher pile and then the stripe running through the lower pile. This rug is 100% polypropylene. It's made in Turkey and the price is $375. Dimensions are 63 by 90. So it's a slightly off from a 5x7. When you're picking a rug, think about the size. You want to make sure that you don't select the rug that is too small for the space or too large. Don't go too small. You want to make sure that whatever you're placing the rug with, you're grounding those pieces, meaning the piece is actually touching the rug. So if you're pairing this with a couple of swivel chairs, maybe you want to make sure that those chairs are placed on the rug. It doesn't necessarily have to be all of the legs, but at least the front legs. Your cocktail table, if you have a cocktail table you're pairing with this, you want to make sure the cocktail table is completely and fully on the rug. If you're using this maybe at the foot of a twin bed, you want to make sure that at least the bottom part of the bed is covering over some of the rug. Again, you want to ground it without the rug just floating in the space. When it floats in the space, you've chosen a rug that's too small. So not just thinking about texture, but talking about proportion a little bit too.